Do you happen to remember a time when you were smaller and you desperately wanted something in a cabinet possibly or on a top shelf and you were just too small to reach? You tried and tried with all your might, but as you reached higher, you could only reach so high because you were limited in your size, and there was something that you really needed, something that you really wanted, but you were unable to get it due to your size and your lack of height. You know, Paul wrote in Romans chapter 5, verse 8, "But God shows his love for us, and that while we were still sinners, Christ died for us." In the very same way, mankind's tried to get to God many different ways. People have tried to be sincere, to give money. They've tried religion. They've tried being good. And they've tried all these different ways to get to God. But the only way to God is through Jesus. In fact, we could not get there. There was no way we could get to God. So even when we were bad and we were sinful and we just did all that we could not get to God. But the Bible tells us God showed his love for us, that while we were still sinners, Christ died for us. The love of God is unconditional. It loves us no matter how short, tall, wide, how many mistakes we've made does not matter to God, because before we were ever born, while we were yet sinners, Christ died for us. That is good news today, that while we were sinners, while we were a disappointment, while we were far from God, God made it possible for us to reach that top shelf. He made it possible for us to get to himself, and he did that through his son Jesus, who loved you so much. He died on the cross while we were yet sinners so that we could come back home to God. Be encouraged. Jesus loves you. God bless.